Now, if you think you might be too old to get involved with charity fundraising, then take a look at Alan Norman. After having a triple heart bypass operation, he decided to put on his trainers and start running. He's now raising money for the RNLI and will soon take part in the Great Northern Run, as Roland Gent now reports.
Alan Norman is raising money for the lifeboats and he'll be doing the Great North Run in Newcastle in September. But he's not your typical athlete, as the 79-year-old only took up running after the operation that saved his life.
In January 2010, I was diagnosed to need a heart bypass. And in May of the same year, I had a triple heart bypass. And after that, came through the heart bypass very well. And during the months after that, obviously I was seeing doctors and surgeons quite regularly, and they advised me certain things to do. And one of the things they advised was walking. And I took this up in a very minor way and was told, for example, just walk from the first lamppost to the next lamppost and go home, etc.
Alan changed his diet and kept on improving his fitness until he felt well enough to do charity runs. And that's thanks to a friend's training regime.
I went on to longer distances with these two friends, and noticed with a lady who I started walking with every Wednesday, and I built up from 3, 4 to 5 miles. And she had suggested to me, along with her husband, whether I would be interested in doing the Manchester 10K. And this was in 2011, and I said yes, and I just went on from there.
So why did you get to that problem of health there, Alan?
I can't really answer that because I gave up smoking 40 years ago. So I think maybe it was in the family. My father died quite young.
Alan's raising money for the RNLI with his running. They don't get central funding and rely on donations.
Lifeboat service, the RNLI, is funded entirely by voluntary contributions. People raise money for it in many, many ways.
What do you think of an 80-year-old man who's had a triple heart bypass running for you?
I think he's marvellous to do that at 80, let alone after the triple heart bypass. That's absolutely magnificent.
They're raising money for a new lifeboat at Lytham St Anne's. The current boat, Her Majesty the Queen, is getting on a bit, and they need a new Shannon-class vessel with the latest technology. Well, the tide is most assuredly out here at St Anne's. However, when people do get in trouble and they need the help of the lifeboat, somebody will be thanking their lucky stars that a guy who had a triple heart bypass went and did a run for them. How does it feel now to be able to run these distances?
Well, just wonderful, to be honest. And I sort of promote it to my friends and other people. If they can, if they have a problem, adopt the same attitude. It just seems to make me feel so positive and good. After, at one stage in 9, 10, I could hardly walk without having a breathing problem.
Roland, Gent, for That's Lancashire in St Anne's on Sea.